Brain of a bad bitch. BBB. Brain of a bad bitch. BBB.
Ay, 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 ay. Get that shit, what? Get that shit, who? Get that shit, us. Get that shit, you. Get that shit, ay, ay, ay. Brain of a bad bitch. Brain of a bad bitch. Hey, BBB, we're back with another episode.
Hi,
How's
BBB.
everyone doing? Has it been a week?
Yeah.
We posted last week.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Well, we're back with another episode, guys. We hope that you enjoyed our last episode, Red Flags. If you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out and then go watch the rest of it. Okay.
Yeah. Red Flags episode was really good. Thank you guys so much for all the feedback. We got a lot of feedback from Red Flags.
Yeah, a lot of guys gave us a feedback, a lot of girls.
Some people were mad.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
We pissed off one of the red flaggers.
We pissed off one of the red flaggers. Well, I pissed off one of the red
you.
flaggers. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay because they shouldn't be having those red flags anyways.
And I really did see boys doing what we said not to do immediately after. So smartasses, listen to every episode because you guys are missing things.
You guys literally still don't listen, but you know what? We have patience, and we'll just keep going and hope and pray for you guys, and hopefully you guys will get there eventually.
We're keeping you in our prayers, smartasses.
Smartasses. We pray for you every night. Yes.
But today we are talking about
who cares?
Who cares?
I don't care. Do you care?
Sometimes I care. I'll admit, sometimes I care.
Yeah, you care more than I do. Raven's like caring and worrying. I'm like, Raven, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, she's always like, who gives a fuck? But I struggle with it. But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
So today, guys, we're going to be telling you the long-awaited Vegas story.
Our Vegas story. Yeah, this happened last year in November, and it took us a while to figure out if we wanted to share this story.
We were waiting for the right time to share it.
And we feel that today is the day where you guys get to hear this crazy
what the frick happened to us in Vegas.
Frickin' what the fuck just happened story.
It was bad. Very bad.
But you know what? It helped us grow. We
Yeah.
learned a lot, and so So how does the story start, Rave? How does it start?
So we met this guy.
His name is Ghost. We're gonna call him Ghost.
Yeah, his nickname is gonna be Ghost for you guys because he's apparently
he says.
But he showed us the proof.
Did we really see proof? Or did we hear some songs that he said he created?
But he would show us like the recordings beforehand.
Then he could also have the type beat and just say, I don't know if he's that ridiculously like psycho to do that.
I don't think so. I think he is in that world. He definitely is.
I think he's in that world too.
Maybe he exaggerates on what it is.
But apparently he's Drake's ghostwriter.
Yeah.
And apparently he even wrote
Kendrick Lamar, Love.
The Kendrick Lamar song, Love. And he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's cool. Yeah. He's nice. He's really sweet.
Very sweet. He's our friend.
He's our friend. I don't know. But yeah.
He's our friend. So anyways, I met this guy where I worked at the time. And basically, we're talking, by the way, just friends, guys. Don't get any.
Just friends.
Just being friendly, making connections. Mm-hmm. He says, oh, I'm here for a few days in Hawaii. Do you want to come to dinner with me and my friends? So I was like, sure, I'm going to invite Kawi, my best friend. So we go to Nobu, we eat dinner with them. What happened after that?
Yeah, we ate dinner with them. So I actually met him the same night that Raven met him.
Oh, yeah, at the work.
I got to hang out with him, and he was cool. He didn't talk very much. But, so we went to have dinner. It was cool. We ended up all trading numbers, and then the relationship just kind of grew. Him and Raven kept in contact, and eventually, like, as time went on, a couple months later...
He lives in LA, so he went back to LA. Mm-hmm. I was here. We stayed in contact. Shared ideas of what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, we talked about, like, some business ideas.
Yeah.
This is before BBB started, though, that we actually met him.
Really?
We didn't even have BBB yet, because then a couple months later we created BBB.
Okay, yeah.
And then the next month, November. Then November came along, and he invited Raven to go fly up to LA, which turned into freaking Vegas. But...
Yeah, so he offered to... Well, okay. The story is just insane. He offered if we wanted to come out and hang out with him. It was supposed to be LA, then he switched it to Vegas. So I was like, okay, I'll come if Kawi can come. So he booked us both tickets to come out to Vegas. Long story short, we're in Vegas. We're having a great time.
Guys, I literally was at work, still working at Mai Tais, and what's it called? It was like 8 o'clock, and that's when Raven finally like sent me the itinerary for the ticket.
Yeah, 8 p.m.
But we were going back and forth from like 1 p.m. about if we're gonna go or not. And then the flight was at freaking 10:30.
Yeah.
It was at 10:30, and I had to rush from work back to my house, and then we hopped on the plane and finally made it. And then we get to Vegas, and we walk into this huge-ass Airbnb.
Yeah. So basically, now we're in Vegas. We're going to kind of skip the story because it's very long. And, like, if we tell the whole story, it's just really insane. Yeah. But basically, now we're in Vegas. We're at this huge Airbnb with him and his 2 friends. You guys are probably like, you guys, first of all, are crazy for even doing that. But me and Kawi are just kind of very trusting people, and that does get us in trouble, obviously.
Well, they were okay to trust. They were fine to trust.
Yeah.
They were cool people. We met... Oh, we didn't even actually meet the other 2 guys until then.
Yeah.
But we had separate rooms, and we were able to lock our door. Like, we were good. Our parents had our location. And my mom was actually in Vegas during the time.
Yeah.
So we were good. But, yeah, we had fun. We did some stuff. We went out, party, lost our wallets in a Vegas hotel. Thought we couldn't ever come home again because we had our IDs, all of our money. And that we ended up finding the wallet the next morning at the hotel, which is crazy. And all of our stuff was separated. Our wallets, our money,
IDs,
like it wasn't within the wallet, and all of it was together.
Even cash, I think, too.
Yeah. And my birth certificate was in there.
Yeah, crazy. We lost everything.
Everything was together.
Yeah.
When we went to the security, and at first when I called, they said they didn't have it. And Raven's like, and everyone's like, they don't have it. And I was like, no, they do have it. And we went down there, we Ubered there, and they had it, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But that just shows
a lot of weird.
It was so much. So
many weird
shit,
things happened on this trip. But a little backstory: I was telling Ghost that me and Kawi have a podcast, and this is a guy who has a lot of connections. And so he reached out to Apple.
Yeah. He told us that he had reached out to...
Well, he had to connect.
He told us he had to connect to Apple.
Yeah.
And he didn't even know that they actually went through with it, he said.
Yeah, he had no... So before I even went to Vegas, I kept missing a call from this Apple number. And I'm like, frick, why do I keep missing this call?
No, but then they called and you thought that they were calling you because
but even in Hawaii, I missed them like 2 or 3 times, remember?
Yeah, but you're wondering why they're calling you when we're in Vegas. You're like, oh, it's because I made an appointment.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to call again, and they called when we were in Vegas. And when we were in Vegas, we weren't talking about this Apple deal.
Nothing.
We weren't
even talking about the podcast very much.
No, we weren't.
Yeah.
And so they call me on like our second to last day in Vegas.
We were literally in Urban Outfitters shopping.
Yeah, we're like walking the strip. And I'm like, oh my God, Kawi, Apple just called me again. But I missed it again.
Yeah.
I kept missing
missed it again.
And then they called again. And I was like, Kawi, they're calling. So I answered.
Guys, I have a video of this call. Like, it's so freaking hilarious.
So I answer, and it's this girl who says that she's the Apple CEO's secretary or assistant, whatever. And she's saying that she wants me and Kawi to come to LA. First of all, she asked me if we are in LA, and I lied. And I was like, yeah, we can get there.
And I'm standing there having anxiety, like, wait, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, we're not even in LA. And she made the appointment.
She goes, can you guys come in at 10 a.m. tomorrow? I'm like, yep.
Yeah, and I'm
Us in Vegas. Yep.
No, Raven's like, yep, and I'm like, Raven, what? She's like, shh. I'm like, oh my God.
And so she's like, okay, well, bring a lawyer just in case we sign some documents.
And then we call our friend who's a freaking lawyer because he was in Vegas too. How crazy was it that he was like,
and then our lawyer was also in Vegas, this lawyer that we know. So we called him, but he didn't want to come. Anyways, so I get off the phone with Apple and I call our friend that took us, and I'm like all excited, thinking that he's going to be excited for us.
Yeah.
And I was like, Ghost, Apple just called. They want to meet with us. Da, da, da. I'm so excited. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, we're freaking
And mind
stoked.
you, this past week in Vegas, like, it was a little rocky.
It was a little rocky because, you know, Ghost caught some feelings for Raven and felt that Raven wasn't being too fun. Yeah.
Basically, guys, I have social anxiety for one, so it's like hard for me to be like super fun and social around people that I don't really like. I'm not that comfortable with. And second, of course, you guys know I have a resting bitch face, so people think that I'm really upset, but I'm actually having a lot of fun. I promise I'm having fun.
Yeah.
My face just doesn't show it. So this guy and his friends thought that I was being stuck up and blah, 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 which I get all the time. But I was fine. But he just felt like we were being a little rocky and iffy.
Not me.
He was mad that you wanted to go see other people.
Oh, yeah, he was mad that I wanted to see my mom and my friend.
He's
my
a
best
little...
friend. He was trying to keep us a little hostage, but it's fine.
We were in hostage, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And then his friend comes and tells us, yeah, I don't know why he's trying to keep you guys hostage. Fuck, go do whatever you want.
Well, in his defense, I can see, like, he flew us out. He wanted us to do things as a group. And me and Kai were kind of like, we wanted a day to just, like, chill on our own. Because we're just like that. But anyways. So things were a little rocky at this point already. And so I called him. I was like, we're so excited. Like, we felt like...
Oh my God, Apple just called us. And he's like, what? He's tripping out.
He goes, what?
Yeah.
They want to meet with you?
Yeah, he was tripping out.
And then he goes... oh, wait, they're calling me right now. Let me call you back.
I wonder if they really called.
Yeah. So, and then he calls me back after they just called him too. And he goes, oh, no, they're not meeting you guys unless I'm with you guys coming too. And I'm like... So,
basically, Apple ended up saying that they wanted to meet with us. Then they ended up saying that we can't meet with them unless Ghost comes with us.
To represent
us in whatever... shape or form he represented us, but anyways, he didn't want to, and so we were begging him to come with us. And
begging. So like when I say begging, I was begging.
We were crying. Like
I was crying. Yeah.
Please. And mind you, Raven's phone was about to die, and we're going back and forth with Ghost and Apple through this whole day, this whole night. We had to go to freaking Rhinos, that strip club.
Spearmint Rhinos. We're sitting outside the Spearmint Rhinos strip club. Plugged into the wall. The security goes, you guys can't use that outlet. I go, sir, we really need to use this outlet.
We're on a very important business call. Guys, imagine us sitting on the ground of Spearmint Rhino, plugging our phone in.
Talk to Apple on the phone.
We looked crazy, and there's these guys that was trying to bother us, and I'm like, shut up!
We went off at them, yeah?
Yeah, I was like, shut up, we're on a business call!
They're like, do you guys want to come in? I'm like, no. And they're like, well, you don't have to be rude. I'm like, we're on a business call!
And then eventually we end up back with Ghost. Oh, he also brought up this something he had to sign. What is it called? Industry write-off. Industry write-off.
So basically he said that Apple will only sign us if he writes us off as he represents us, and if we fail as a podcast, it's all his fault.
It's his fault and it's his money. Guys, Apple was offering us $2.5 million
for our podcast.
$2.5 million, a house of our own, and to set us up in a studio in
LA.
LA.
House of our own. We wanted LA, but they said whatever major city.
Oh yeah, wherever they had an Apple headquarters or something.
And our own studio in the Apple building. Yeah. And they were gonna put us in Apple TV. We were gonna have billboards. We were gonna be the next big fucking thing.
And so you can just imagine if that happened to any of you guys, of course you guys would be begging someone to write you off too, right? That's crazy. Our lives would have been set. You know what I mean?
I don't even that feeling of thinking we were so close to making it. And it being in somebody else's hands.
It was just the shittiest feeling ever.
It was the worst feeling.
I was like, oh my God, this sucks that it's on him, but he hasn't even done shit for our podcast in the first place. Yeah. But he referred us. But here's the thing, he didn't even listen to one of our episodes.
He's never listened to a podcast of ours. He's never even actually listened to a podcast.
But he's apparently referred us without even listening to
So when he set us up with the Connect, his whole thing was, setting them up. But he changed the story, or so Apple was saying that they would not work with us unless he was involved.
And so it's because apparently he had a really big name with them, and so they trusted him. And then the deal was if he were to give us this industry write-off, and if anyone ever, like, if you guys are listening and you ever heard of this industry write-off, please let us know, because we looked it up and we couldn't even find anything called an industry write-off.
Trust me, we've done our research. You'll get it.
Apparently, an industry write-off is like a golden ticket from Willy Wonka. Like, you just get a golden ticket and here's everything.
Yeah, and
that's
his thing is, like, you know, I have a lot of artist friends that are waiting for me to give them an industry write-off, and here you guys are, like, these two girls that I just barely met. It's our second time hanging out.
Yeah, and he's like, and you expect me to give it to you? He's like, I only get like 2 chances to give it to someone. I'm like,
which we got.
Yeah, I understand. I get it. You don't know where this is gonna go. Like, it's your money, it's your reputation. We get it. But he made this deal with us that if he were to write us off, we need to chill with him more, and he has to get to know us more, and Raven has to be more fun. So the Raven is trying to get more fun.
Me trying so hard. Trying so hard to not have a resting bitch face. I'm walking around like...
Bruh.
I really was.
You were. And she was taking like shots of tequila just
I'm like...
so that...
I'm like, yeah.
And then she ends up knocking out. And
this
one night that we're having fun, and she ends up knocking out. And then we drag her to Spearmint Rhinos again at the strip club. Oh my God. And then he says that he fell in love with Raven.
At the strip club. He fell in love with me at the strip club.
So we spent 2 more days, at the strip club, watching her watch the strippers.
Because he said that everybody was, like, trying to, like, get attention. All the strippers are trying to get attention. I was just sitting there in my hoodie like this. Literally.
But then it's like, of course, they're strippers. They're dancing for us.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, I'm just straight chilling. Like, this is how I am. Like, and he loved that.
Yeah, weird. Anyways, very weird energy. So we spent 2 more days with him. Then we wake up one morning and he's packing.
No, but let me say one thing. The next morning of the Spearmint Rhino Day, he called me into his room. Remember, I was freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
And after he told us, you know, maybe I'll sign you guys if we hang out a little more and I see how you guys are. So the next morning, so after the strip club, he tells me to come in his room. He goes, you know what? I caught feelings for you and now I need to leave. I'm like,
yeah,
you just told us.
And here's the thing too. And he was telling me he's gonna sign us.
Yeah, he kept saying it.
That night, he told me over and over again, I'm signing you guys. Yup, Callie, I'm signing you. And Raven, I love you guys. I'm signing you guys over and over again. So I'm just like, Raven, we did it. Like, we weren't using him. Like, we weren't playing a game with him. Like, we went to Vegas
without this Apple thing even being a thing.
We loved him. Like, we enjoy his company. We appreciate him. But he was telling me this, and I'm like, yes, Raven, we did it. Like, we're gonna get signed. Then the next morning, he says that he has feelings.
He goes, and Cowie is dead asleep. Me and her got into a fight at the strip club. That's another story.
Oh, I don't even remember very much.
Yeah, you don't remember.
But she grabs my hair and pulled me.
He calls me into the room. He's like, you know, I'm looking at you in a different light now. And he goes, I have to leave. I have to leave you guys in Vegas. You guys have this. Actually, I don't think we had the house for any more days. But he was like, I'm leaving. And
yeah, he basically was saying, I'm leaving.
I'm going back to LA. And I was like, well, can we come with you? Like, Apple wants to see us, and like, you're just gonna leave us here. And in his defense, he did book us tickets home, and we missed our flight.
Well, we missed
on
our flight
purpose.
Because we didn't have our wallets. Remember?
Yeah, we didn't have the wallets. But yeah. So then he says he's gonna leave, and he leaves.
Yeah, he dead ass left us with the weed that he bought for me.
Yeah.
So I had no weed. But anyway, so he left us, and he left us with his friend. What should we call him?
Call him Flacco. Nobody knows. He ain't gonna find him.
So his name is Flacco. So anyways, he leaves us with his friend Flacco, who's apparently gonna take us to LA. And so we hop in the car, and he's like, what are you guys doing? Like, Flacco was
we think that we're going to LA and following them. And he goes, where am I taking you guys? And we're like, what?
Like, we're like, wait, we're going to LA with you. And he's like, I'm not going to LA right now. I'm staying here with my brother. And we're like, what the fuck is happening? Oh,
the second Airbnb.
So she calls Ghost, and we're at the gas station, and he says, I'll book you an Airbnb. So he books,
in Vegas. I'm like, can you book one in LA? I was like, we'll get to LA. He did not want us in LA.
That's the thing.
At all.
Yeah, at all. But he books us this freaking Airbnb, guys.
In Vegas.
This Airbnb was so creepy.
He thought we would love it.
So creepy.
It gave me like 80s vintage Playboy vibes. Like,
no, but it wasn't even cute Playboy vibes. Like, it was like something you see in American Horror Story.
Yes.
Like, it was so scary. Like,
it looked
there was
like a trap house, like prostitute house.
It was so bad that there was like, Oh my god, like I just can't even. It was just so bad.
No, and when I saw
looks like it was next to a trailer park type shit. Like,
I started
so
crying.
Bad.
I got anxiety because when I don't feel comfortable in like a place that I'm supposed to sleep in, I honestly like get anxiety and I start crying.
Like it looked like there would have been like bad negative spirits in there. Like,
yeah,
it's so bad.
And I called him and I was like, I'm not staying in there. I was like, there's no way in hell I'm staying in there. And he's like, okay, well you can just waste my money not staying there. And I was like, Kawi, so backstory also, we also had another friend in Vegas that we were kind of trying to see the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Who
we actually ended up hanging out with one night. And
no, we didn't see him in Vegas at all.
What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, we did.
We freaking...
I totally forgot
we were in,
about
like, VIP of Steve Aoki with him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I really miss him.
I miss him, too.
I totally forgot that.
Yeah. Remember? And then Ghost left us. And then we found him at Spearmint Rhinos. Bro, how come we went to Spearmint Rhinos so much in Vegas?
We left Ghost. We said we're going to go to the bathroom. And our
this is Raven's plan. I'm like, oh, my God, Raven.
So this is why Ghost was upset. I totally forgot about this.
Oh, yeah. This is why he's upset because he got sketch vibes.
He got sketch. Oh, that's the exact words.
Sketch vibes.
Sketch vibes from us. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I sometimes do give off very sketchy vibes.
Well, it's because Rave just kind of does, like, what she wants to do. That's why. And then doesn't really think about the outcome in the end of other people. Yeah.
I promise I'm not sketchy. But,
she's not sketchy.
But basically, our other friend who I met in LA previously, he was also in Vegas and
invited us to a party.
We were at the same club as him, but he was like a better section. Steve Aoki was playing, and he was like in the literally like at his table.
We could have touched Steve Aoki. Like it was crazy.
So I told Ghost, "Hey, me and Kat are gonna use the bathroom."
And we were gone for like hours, and then we come back. And they're gone.
They're gone.
And wasn't texting us back. Nothing. Like then we went to Spearmint Rhinos in a limo with that guy with our friend. What should we call him? Angel. So we hop into, okay, I'm like literally kind of blacked out at this point, but I remember most of it. We hop into a limo with Angel and his brother and these random white girls. Yeah. And to go to Spearmint Rhinos.
And then Ghost was also at Spearmint Rhinos.
And then we lost Angel. Again. Well, we saw him go to a back room. And then we found Ghost and we sat with him. I totally forgot
that we did see him in Vegas.
Yeah. So anyway, he leaves us in Vegas, and so then me and Ray were like, well, what the fuck are we gonna do? So we tell Flacco to drop us off at the Strip. So he drops us off at the hotel. We leave our luggage with him like idiots, and
because we were thinking he was gonna drive us, because he said I'm gonna drive to LA later.
Well, then he said he'd come back in like an hour or two too.
Yeah, and then he wanted to go nap,
and he wasn't answering our phone calls, and we were literally stranded in Vegas for 6 freaking hours, guys,
with crazy outfits on. Crazy. We'll put in some clips.
Yeah, it would be so.
Mind you, still going back and forth with Apple.
Yeah, and Apple's still calling us. So then we go to a hotel and we find this like little kiosk where you can like rent chargers. So we're over there renting chargers.
Because our phones were dying. We didn't have the charger.
So we ate sushi, walked around the Strip, went to go get a charger.
Oh, the sushi was good.
Yeah, the sushi was really good. We're running around. Then we're like, hey, fuck our luggage. We're going to go to, because we were invited to the party.
So there was this huge party in LA that we knew about from our friend that we saw.
It was Yankees' birthday party.
Yankees' birthday party.
Yeah.
And so I was like, Kawi, we need to get to this party. Like, this is going to be a good ass fucking party. So we're literally
okay, sure.
We're literally in Vegas, stranded, going back and forth with Apple. Like, our lives were insane this day.
Insane. And I'm over there like 666 111 222.
Seeing all these angels numbers.
I was acting like I was a little mystic over there.
Yeah. And so basically, finally, literally, Flacco pulls up. Okay, wait.
No, we have to wait. Hold on.
Vegas is too much.
So we're in Vegas. We're stranded for 6 hours. We're walking. We're like, fuck our luggage. Let's go buy outfits for this party, guys. We did our makeup in Sephora with sample makeup for the party.
Literally in Sephora,
and we're trying.
I think I opened up a beauty blender. And
yeah, you did. So me and Raven were like, "Hey, let's split up in Sephora." So we split up in Sephora, and we're over there doing our whole ass face, guys. Bro, my fucking face was fucked up. Mine was so bad. And I'm like, Raven, where did you get that brush? Raven, where'd you get that?
Yeah, I'm like, passing it to her.
And then she's like, "Get away from me! Get away from me!"
Yeah, we didn't want to be caught. And we couldn't find an outfit. It was getting really bad.
We went to Urban Outfitters. We couldn't find shit. And we're trying shit on. You ended up buying shoes.
Yeah, I still have them.
Oh, yeah. We went to go buy shoes. Like
I got a lot of compliments on those shoes, actually.
Yeah, those shoes are really cute.
Anyways, so we were going to literally just leave our luggage with Flacco and just... we were gonna Uber to LA.
Yeah,
Is that what the plan was?
So then we're in. So then I'm like, Raven, let's just catch a shuttle. She's like, no, Cal, it's gonna take too long. I was like, why don't we book a flight? There's no flights available. We're like, fuck, what are we gonna do?
Mind you, it's like what 10 p.m., 9 p.m. in Vegas already.
It was like 9 at that time, and then we finally call this Uber right when the Uber pulls up. Flacco finally pulls up to the hotel that we're at. Right when the Uber pulls up. Right when the Uber pulls up, and we grab our luggage, we hug him bye. And we hop into this Uber, and then
I put the destination as the party in Los Angeles, and it came. So I was like, "Ooh, good, this guy's game."
Yes, and then he goes, "Where are you going?" and he's Spanish, and like he can't really speak.
By the way,
well
sweetest
English.
Man in the world.
His name is Juan. Juan, if you see this video, we love you, and
he believed in us so much.
He literally was an angel sent from above. Like I think our guides and our angels literally sent him for us. Because imagine, guys, this man, an Uber. Like, we're in Vegas, near Mexico. Like, he could have took us to Mexico and, like, not because he's Spanish, but because, like, he just could have took us somewhere. There's all kinds of things that
could have happened.
He could have took us somewhere. We could have got, like, you know, kidnapped or something. Yeah. But no, he was the sweetest man ever. Then he goes, where are you going? And then we go, oh, we're going to L.A. And she says, you said West Hollywood, yeah?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, how far is that? And we're like, no, like, L.A. And he's like... Oh,
because it said 4 to 5 hours, like destination,
and he thought it was 45 minutes.
so
he was like,
Poor
okay,
thing, yeah.
So then he's like, I can't do this. And we're like, please, we'll do it. We'll
do
give
anything.
You whatever. And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna need cash. So we gave him like the last of the cash that we had, which was like $350.
Yeah.
We put our cash together. We gave him that money. We stop at a gas station so he can fill up his gas tank.
And he bought us
so
water.
Nice. I go into the gas station. He's like, I'll buy you the water. He buys it with our money.
So sweet.
And so then we're driving and we're getting to know him. He wants to start a food truck with his family. Like, he was the sweetest guy ever. And Juan, when we make it, we are going to help you with that food truck. We're going to help you. We're going to find you. We're going to help you with that food truck. We have his number, but we lost it now.
I think I might be able to find it.
We can find it somehow.
But he believed in us so much. We told him the whole story about ghosts, and he was like, no, it's gonna be okay, you guys are gonna make it. Like, he had so much faith in us. He
said, you guys are gonna get signed, you guys are gonna, like, it was literally like, oh, I'm getting chicken skin because I love him so much. Like, it was such a good experience with him. And we drove, guys, from Vegas to freaking West Hollywood
in an Uber,
changed our clothes
in the Uber.
We took a nap, changed our clothes, did our makeup all in the Uber. And like,
good thing Juan
was just like fucking down. Like, he was down for it, man. And then he kept talking to me, and I was like, Juan, I need to go to sleep now. And so I took a nap. So then we finally get to West Hollywood.
We'll put this clip in here. We literally have a clip of us walking out.
Yeah, we get to West Hollywood. We even had to like pop a squat too. Yeah. Did one of us pop a squat?
Yeah.
One of us popped a squat before we walked into the mansion, and what's it called? We trade numbers. We thank him. We give him big hugs. And we start rolling in our luggages. Guys, I had 2 bags, Raven had 2 bags, and then we had our purses. And we're...
Luggages.
Guys, big ass, like, suitcases. We had suitcases. And we're rolling this in to a freaking MLB mansion party.
Yeah.
And it's packed. Like, it's already... what time was it? It was like 11 at that point. 11 or 12?
Oh, it was like...
Or was it 1? It was 1. It was 1. We walk in and everyone's lit, and all you walk in and you see all these like people. We're seeing YouTubers, we're seeing athletes, we're seeing actresses.
That one athlete.
Oh yeah. And we see
I didn't know it was him.
It was crazy. And then we see Don Julio 1942 everywhere. Like, nobody even drinks anything but not Don Julio 1942. And this is my first time going to an LA party, so I'm having fucking culture shock.
So I call our friend. So it's our friend's Airbnb that we were going to the party. And I'm like, we have all this luggage. He's like, just put it in my closet.
Room. So we walk in
with the luggage.
Like, I'm thinking, oh my God, everyone thinks that we're here to give them a little sexcapade. Like, we have like whips and like sex toys inside of our luggage.
This is a birthday party for the other roommate.
We're also wearing short little skirts.
Yeah. And so basically, we end up staying at that Airbnb
for 4 days
in the movie theater room.
We lived in their movie theater for 4 days. And they were so nice. Thank you, Angels and Yankee, for taking care of us and buying us food. They were so sweet. It was like a bunch of them staying at the house, and it was a beautiful house. But they took care of us. We went out. We went to the club.
Yeah, we had some fun times.
Yeah, and we're still over here like figuring out what the fuck about Apple.
We're still going back and forth with ghosts. Back and forth. I don't think we talked to Apple anymore.
No, we didn't. But we're still figuring out what are we going to do. And
Yeah.
then Raven's over here calling her psychic,
Yeah.
saying, what are we going to do?
And my psychic told me, don't trust ghosts.
Yeah. And I told her.
Don't trust ghosts. She said, bad news.
So anyways, we end up going to the club. It was so fun. We meet all these people. Raven was wearing a freaking Kylie Jenner, Stormy, and Travis Scott sweater.
Hoodie.
Yeah, hoodie. Big picture of them right here, kissing each other, kissing Stormy on top of the hoodie. And we meet Tyga. And
I
Raven,
wanted to shoot myself in the head.
because our friend that was at the club was like, hey, Tyga, these are my girls from Hawaii. Raven's over there covering herself.
And I didn't even know it was Tyga.
Shaking Tyga's hand.
Like, I was just, like, doing something, and I looked, and I was, like getting my hand ready. I was like, oh.
She's covering it like this. She's covering her chest with the picture.
I'm like this.
And me, such a nice friend, we were at the same table as him too. That's why in the club. And she's like, "How we need to trade hoodies with me." And
Well,
I'm
I
like,
said, put it inside out. We traded
So
hoodies
then-
at the party after.
no, we traded. I was wearing it at the freaking club, and you wore my jacket after in the club, and I was already wearing your hoodie inside out.
Oh.
Yeah, me, I'm so kind. Anyway, so then that happens, and then. Oh, and so then Ghost is telling, like, always asking us, like, where are you guys? Where are you guys? Where are you guys staying?
Yeah, he was getting all weird. He's like, are you guys with boys? Da, da, da,
Yeah, it was
da.
being so weird. So then we end up...
And I'm like, no.
she's like, no, I'm with my cousin.
You're my cousin.
But then we end up going to her cousin's house because
so I
we're
didn't
like...
lie. I was gonna be with my cousin.
So we go to her cousin's house, and then I'm so stoned, guys, because we bought edibles, and I'm so stoned, and I start looking up
So at this
ghosts.
point, we're like, okay, this ghost thing is like very fishy. I was like,
Fishy.
we need to figure out, like,
What is
we're
happening?
starting to think, like, is this Apple thing even real? We're like, what the frick is
Yeah,
going on?
we're
So what I
so-
did is I searched the number on Google, the number that kept calling me from Apple, and I see a little thread that says, if you are getting calls from this number, it is a scam pretending to be Apple, da-da-da. Like, you know, get those scam calls that pretend to be something. So, but if you do Google that number also, it's
the San Jose headquarters.
It
of
is the San
Apple,
Jose, yeah.
But
So
then,
I'm just like, this is
she's
weird.
looking that up, and I'm looking up Ghost's name on Google, looking at
I'll never forget this feeling. My heart dropped.
my heart dropped too, and I'm like, Raven, you'll never believe this, but look at what I just found. And I found that there was a GoFundMe for him and his family. Mind you, this guy is married.
With
Kids.
3 kids.
3 kids.
Never once mentioned a wife.
Never, ever.
Never once mentioned a kid.
Never, yeah, like, we were like, what the fuck? And so his wife was a realtor, and so I'm thinking, oh my god, is this how he got the money? So apparently his house burned down and they had to do a GoFundMe.
Years ago.
But this guy is always showing us his bank account, showing us he has millions of dollars in his bank
Literally,
account.
like,
Guys,
hundreds of millions.
We were going to restaurants, and he'd buy the most expensive bottle of champagne or most expensive bottle of wine. Whatever we wanted to eat, he bought
Whatever.
anything. Wanted to take us shopping.
He does
everything.
have money.
He does have money. So we're like, what the fuck is it from the wife? Because she's a real estate agent. Like, we were, and I was so stoned that I walked around her cousin's whole entire house and locked every door and grabbed a knife because I thought that they were going to come after
And you
us.
didn't show me the GoFundMe yet, so I'm like, what the fuck is going
yeah, I
on?
didn't
I was
show
really
you, yeah.
scared. And then once she showed me that GoFundMe page, like, I literally felt like I was in a horror movie.
Me too.
Like,
I
my
had
heart
a fucking
dropped.
knife in my hand, paranoid as shit.
As soon as I saw it, we blocked his number, blocked everything.
Yeah.
We're scared.
We're so scared. And then I booked my flight home because I was like, Raven, this is too much. Like, this energy is just too much for me. I need to go home.
Yeah, and then I ended up moving to LA for a little bit.
Yeah, then she never came back. She stayed in LA.
But guys, I actually met up with Ghost again after that a couple times. And still, I was straight up with him, you know. I said, you know, me and Kawi found the GoFundMe. You never mentioned that you had a wife and kids. And he goes, well, you never asked. We only hung out twice, and you know, I don't know everything about you. And I go, well, that's true, but that's kind of important.
He told Raven he fell in love with her, and then he has a whole fucking wife.
But come to find out, so he says they're not together. Who knows? But yeah,
But anyways,
it's just
guys,
crazy.
so with this story, the reason we're telling you guys this story, her leg fell asleep. The reason we're telling you guys this story is because that literally crushed our spirits. Like, it crushed.
It was the biggest roller coaster of emotions that
Like,
we've ever been on.
It crushed our spirits to, like, what are we gonna do now? Like, do we still keep doing BBB? Should we be doing this? Like, now it's over. Like, what do we do? And like, our spirits were just so crushed. Like, we had $2.5 million in our face, and because it was in the fate of another person, we couldn't get it. And from there on, I told Raven, we're never, ever Sorry. I told Raven, we are never, ever relying on anyone to
especially
do anything.
A man. Especially a man.
We're never, ever relying on anyone to do shit for us. And this podcast, BBB, is ours. So we ended up leaving the studio that we once were recording at, who we are grateful for.
So grateful.
And we got our own equipment. We came to the house, and this is why we're here. This is why we are here recording BBB now, because we want to do things our own, because we don't want to owe anyone anything. We don't want...
Yeah, who knows what would have happened if he signed us and he would have said, I did this for you guys. You guys have to do this. Like,
you know what I mean? So this is us. Everything we do for BBB is all us. Raven's editing. I'm social media. We do the ideas together. Everything we do, the equipment, everything is all us. Our own money put into this. And you guys, we're not getting paid for this. Like
we literally haven't received $1 $1 from BBB yet
at all,
which shows that we're not. Yes, we want this to be our career, but our drive isn't money.
It isn't at all. It's because we love you guys. We love inspiring people. We want you guys, like, we want to help you guys and show you guys that even though people don't and will put you down and don't believe in you, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Follow your goals. Don't let shit like that crazy shit, or even little shit, what people say, stop you from your dreams. People think we're crazy. My family thinks I'm crazy.
I think we're crazy too.
I think we're crazy too, yeah. But I don't think that BBB is crazy. I know that BBB, Brain of a Bad Bitch, is our career. Like, this is us, and we love you guys, and that's why we thank you guys so much, and we're so appreciative of you guys of actually listening to us and like following us. Like, it's amazing, and it's been an amazing journey. Like, we've learned so much from that whole thing and just everything that we've been through with BBB.
Yeah, so something that we deal with a lot with BBB is a lot of people try to make us feel shitty for the things that we talk about.
Yeah.
I just dealt with that like not too long ago. A guy I was talking to made me feel so shitty about BBB. What did he say?
Basically that like we're provocative. The things we talk about isn't like...
He called me a porn star.
Yeah.
Said I'm acting like a porn star on BBB. Basically, guys, like, I honestly deal with a lot of fucking shit about BBB.
Same, me too. Like, my parents, like my dad and stuff, they don't even know... I don't even know if they know about BBB. Like, they don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't hurt me? Yes. Did it hurt Raven that guy told her that? Yes. But you know what? Nothing and no one says is ever going to make us stop doing BBB because we love it. We have a passion for it, and we have a passion for helping you guys, girls and guys, you know? But yeah, people come up to us and say, like, people will mock us, people tease us and be like, oh, Brain of a Bad Bitch.
Oh, Brain of a Bad Bitch is here.
Yeah, like,
look, guys.
You know, but we get so much more positive feedback from you guys that those negative things don't even affect us at all.
Yeah, and that's why when I tell you guys, like, your feedback, like, really helps
matters.
me. It really helps me because I honestly go back and forth all day.
Yeah.
With, like, oh, should I be doing BBB? Like, maybe the things we're talking about aren't the best image at all times. Like, you know, I went to school to be a news reporter. I'm sure they don't want to hire somebody who's making sexting episodes.
Yeah, like, the things we talk about it's
controversial. It really is.
But we have to be like that, you know, because people actually want to hear that stuff. People actually need help in the department of sex and dating and all that stuff.
Is we're taking a risk. I used to tell Kyle, you know, we can't go into super controversial things until we've made it. But that's not a mindset to be in because you're not going to make it unless by playing it safe.
Yeah, you need to do it. And, like, sometimes, you know, Rave will be like, you know, like, we can't do this. And I'm just like, Rave, it's okay.
Yeah, Kyle doesn't even know this. But... It's fine. I put it back. Literally, like 2 days ago, I hid Sexting 101. I hid Sexting 101. I put it back. I hid Sexting 101 and How to Make a Bad Bitch Wet. I hid it.
Rave.
I didn't delete it. I hid it.
I'm going to take the password away from you. I'm changing the password. I'm not telling you anymore.
Yeah, you honestly should.
Yeah.
But I hid it because I get scared.
Well, it happened. Well, remember when we didn't post videos, guys? Because Rave got so scared, she deleted Brain of a Bad Bitch. I woke up one morning to this long text of Raven telling me, Callie, I'm so sorry, but I deleted everything. I'm like, I literally didn't talk to Raven for days. I was so fucking mad, guys.
She thought I deleted, but I really just deactivated.
She hid everything, but still. Hid it. But now she's so much better, and now she trusts that everything's gonna be okay.
I do struggle with it. Like, even 2 days ago, I hid Sexting 101.
Fuck you. I can't believe you did that.
I know. But guys, it's hard. It's hard to put yourself out there and like know that people are saying these things, and just going against what society wants you to be, and even what your family wants you to be, because our families want us to be a news reporter or working in an office or and this and that. And don't get me wrong, I would love to be a news reporter.
So like it's super like not, this isn't a religious thing to be doing. Yeah. But you know, Raven has taught me that there's a balance. You know, there's a balance, and I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything that I put out on BB. I don't regret anything I put out on social media, because I know who I am. Yeah. And I'm confident in that. But also living in Hawaii, it gets really hard because
people don't do this.
Yeah, like I love Hawaii. I love being from Hawaii. I love the people from Hawaii.
It's our biggest flex and what we use to
like Hawaii is a huge flex. But I will say that there's a lot of small-minded people in Hawaii.
100%.
Like Hawaii is like a box, you know? Hawaii is a box, and there's all these standards that you like need to have kids at this age. You need to have a family at this age. You need to be doing this job. You need
go to college, get an office job, do this, get a 9-to-5, do this. This is the only way.
The Hawaii box is like, you can't dream big. You need to stay here on the island. Some people have never left the island. And me growing up, and I know Raven growing up, that's never how we wanted to be. Mm-hmm. I've always been a big dreamer, and so has Raven. And I know there's so many of you out there that have big dreams, but maybe people or your family tell you that you're crazy, tell you that you can't do it, say I'm telling you, no one's gonna like you like that, no one's gonna believe in you like that. But here's the thing, believe in yourself, and it all starts with you, as Raven said in the other episode.
Yeah, it's really funny because Kawi is so confident about BBB. Like, people be like, oh, Kawi, what's your plan? Like, her family's like, Kawi, what are you gonna do? What's your plan? She goes, oh, my podcast is gonna get signed.
Like, I'll go to family dinners, and my parents would be like, so Kawi, what's your goals for the next like months or years? And I'll be like, oh, Brain of a Bad Bitch, it's my podcast.
And they look at her like she's insane.
Like, and even when I used to work at My Ties, or I used to like go and meet people would be like, oh, so what do you do? And I'm like, oh, well, I have this podcast, it's called Brain of a Bad Bitch, and I'll tell people about it because I'm so proud of it. I'm proud of Brain of a Bad Bitch. Like, some days I'll be going around, like, doing my own life, go out, go to work, and go shopping, and people come up to me and be like, hey, you're from Brain of a Bad Bitch. And guys, that feeling is just, it makes my heart so warm, not because they know me, but because they're listening. Like, you guys are listening. And I had this one girl from frickin' New Zealand and her cousins from Australia who listened to us. Yeah. Like, that's crazy.
It just shows that, like, the work that we're putting in is being paid off.
And don't take this as us bragging.
No.
Like, we're nothing. We're just telling, we haven't made $1. But we're telling you guys this because people think we're crazy. And people think that you're crazy. But don't think that you're crazy. You don't think you're crazy. We're giving you guys examples, and we're trying to inspire you guys that you can do it. It's okay to be
crazy, because the crazy people are the ones who make it. The ones that take risks are the ones that are successful. If you guys play it safe forever, you might be kind of successful, but you're going to be... If you have other dreams that you're not following, you're living a stagnant and mediocre life.
Yeah. And I struggle with that. I definitely struggle with being afraid of going after my own personal goals and my own personal dreams, because I feel like I can't do it myself. But I'm starting to learn that I just got to do it. Like, I just got to do it. And Rave is the one that really helps me with that. But I was watching this one TED Talk, and it was a huge auditorium, and he said 1 out of 10 people, I think, only 1 out of 10 people, or maybe it was 1 out of 100. And it was a very small percentage of people will make it. A very small percentage of people will make it. And that just is like crazy to think, because so many of us want to make it, but how many of us are going to put the work into it? How many of us are going to believe? How many of us are going to take the risk and not play it safe? Yeah. You can't play it safe in this world. So many people are doing the same thing. There needs to be a different. What's going to make you different, and what's going to put you out there and just
make you stand out from the rest.
Yeah.
Because there are other podcasts in Hawaii, maybe like 3 or 2. But they don't talk about crazy shit like we talk about. Like, talking about this kind of stuff in Hawaii especially is really scary, because all of our listeners know us. Like, we could go to the store and potentially see like 5 listeners. Like, Hawaii is
like
so
our friends.
tiny.
Yeah, we just know so many. We know Hawaii's a small place. We
so
just
it's
know
like
people.
the information that we're giving out is like actually pretty personal information, and
Yeah.
then we like see these
We're
people.
giving like personal experiences, and then the people know the people we're talking about. So
Yeah,
then it's like
so
it
it's
gets
all a
crazy.
mess.
But yeah, so people are gonna say negative. We're gonna leave negative comments on your YouTube videos, negative comments on your Instagram posts, whatever. Just people talk about you. Good.
That's amazing.
Good.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Any feedback is great feedback. You know.
Free publicity, people. Free
publicity.
publicity.
So yeah, free publicity. Like they say, your haters are your motivators.
Yeah.
They really, truly are. And they're going to hate on you, but they're going to keep watching your every move.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're waiting for your downfall. But baby,
Not today.
yeah.
Not
There ain't no
today.
downfall. There's never going to be a downfall.
And guys, the people that are talking about you, they're the ones that wish they were in your shoes doing what you're doing. They're too scared to make that risk, and you're out here doing it. Congratulations to you. That's why they're talking. They're jealous, they're small-minded, and they don't want you to succeed because they want you to stay on their level.
People don't like seeing other people do better than them.
Yeah.
They don't. It's
Everyone's
the hard
trying to
truth.
bring each other down and keep each other at
And
the
that's exactly
same
how
level.
Hawaii is. Hawaii's like that. People want to keep us down at their level. Hawaii's like that. Your family will do the same exact thing.
Yeah, your own
because
family.
Literally, they want you to be like them. But the thing is, your family probably wanted to be as much of a risk taker as you.
They had dreams that they didn't go after.
Yeah, and they didn't go after it. And no shame on them. Like, it's fine, whatever. But just because it's not a traditional thing, it's not tradition, doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
We're breaking tradition. We're in 2020, guys. Like, we're a whole new generation. We're here to break tradition and do something new. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what I love about our generation is that we really don't care. We're starting to not care. We're starting to we have more entrepreneurs now than we ever did before.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. There's so much more bosses now, like people self-employed now. It's amazing. It's empowering. I love it. Mm-hmm. You know? It's never been like that, especially in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, we hope you enjoyed that story.
Yeah. Whatever it is, if you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to start your own lash business, if you want to start anything, just do it. It doesn't.
And it's okay if other people are already doing it. You just have to do something different from what they're doing.
Yeah, stand out. Stand out.
Because a lot of us have the same passion. I see other people that want to make podcasts. Make your podcast, sis.
Congratulations.
Yeah, like, awesome.
We'll support it.
My new quote is, we don't hate, we congratulate.
Yeah.
Like, we want others to do what
Me
they're
and
passionate
Kawi,
about.
like, we're the type of friends, like, we truly want to see other people win. We want to see our friends win. We want to see our families win. Like, I could tell Kawi anything. She's so stoked for me. So make sure that the people that you're surrounding yourself with are people that are like that.
Yeah.
They're happy for you, genuinely happy for you. And make sure not only that, but you're being that person to other people as well.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, just keep doing you. Don't care and do you.
If your dreams seem crazy, you're doing something right. Okay.
And if people are being rude to you about what you want to do, you don't have to be rude back because we don't fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
You just turn the other cheek.
Just say thank you.
You say thank you for your opinion. I appreciate it.
I respect it.
But we'll stop there and you walk away.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing more that you have to do. But yeah. We love you guys so much. This episode was a little different from our usual episodes. We hope that you guys did enjoy it though, and that you just keep chasing your dreams. Dream big, guys, because if you don't dream big and if your dreams don't scare you,
you're not dreaming big enough.
You're not dreaming big enough. And so, yeah, guys, we love you.
We love you, and thank you so much for tuning in. Give us 5 stars on podcast and Spotify. Give us a review as well. We love seeing your guys' reviews.
And subscribe.
And this episode will also be on IGTV.
How do you guys like it now that it's on IGTV? Is it more easier for you guys?
Yeah, we did notice a decline in views in our YouTube, but I think it's just because people are watching on IGTV. Yeah. But also give us a like on YouTube, subscribe, give us a follow, share this with your friends, and let us know how you guys liked it. We love you guys so much.
And if you guys do have, if you guys already have companies and are already boss babes or boss guys, boss smartass, whatever, and you guys want us to promote your guys' company and your guys' products, let us know. We're open to promoting you guys. But yeah, so just let us know in the DMs, guys. We love you guys so much. Thank you again, and bye.
Bye, baby.